Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So, today I'm vlogging. I just got done going through the news, and I'm about to start uploading my YouTube video for today, and I'm sorry about the reflection. I'm filming on my Kindle, and I'm still not used to how I have to set it up, so yeah, you're just gonna have to bear with me. But I'm uploading a YouTube video, or at least working on it. Today is going to be a work at home day / what I eat in a day, and I'll go into that more in a minute. When you lost the video, you were gonna upload. Found it. Okay. It's just been one of those mornings. I've basically been up long enough to get ready. So I've been up for a little bit, about around 45 minutes. Been sleeping in lately when I can work at home. And the video I'm uploading while I'm filming this, I will link somewhere. Because this is the first day of Vlogmas, and my first time doing Vlogmas. I've been on YouTube for almost 2 years now. It'll be 2 years on February 7th. So, yeah. And let me know what you want to see, because I have an idea for what I'm going to vlog most of the days, but not every day. And I don't want them to be too boring. So either today's just going to be one of those days, or who knows. Back to my typical morning, sneeze fest. Oh, and I'm starting my day with a Coke. Not surprising. I figured I'd include a what I eat in a day in this video because okay, I thought I was going to sneeze again, maybe not. There are tons of videos for losing weight, but not a ton for gaining weight. And in the last 2 weeks, I have dropped like between 5 and 7 pounds. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm 5 feet tall, and I was 110 pounds, and I'm now down to 103. I fluctuate between 103 and 105, and I feel my best when I'm 110. So, I don't know, it's weird. Ever since I started noticing I was losing weight, I've been getting sicker, and I have a sneeze fest every morning. It's something about the cat fur. Because the first thing the cats do as soon as I get up is prance around this room. But, so, yeah, I'm going to show you what I eat in a day to gain weight. And I might go into when I was about 11, which is around the time my anxiety and depression kicked in, I stopped eating. I didn't stop eating completely. I stopped eating a lot of what I was eating. So, yeah. Basically, I slowed down everything. What I would normally eat, my portions dropped significantly. And that continued till I was about 13. By the time I was 13, I was 80 pounds, or no, hold on, yeah, I was 65 pounds when I was 11, and I'd only gained 5 like 5 to 10 pounds by the time I was 13. Yeah, I think it was like 75 pounds when I was 13. And that was, amazingly enough, that's from what I was eating. And I had not been eating anywhere near as much as I had been before then. And because of my anxiety and depression, I don't know. I was bullied all throughout elementary school and middle school and even in high school. But because I was never the skinniest girl, but I was not fat by any means. But where I grew up, because I was poor, basically where I went to elementary school was, you had two groups. You had poor and you had rich. And when I say rich, I mean filthy, stinking, rolling in dough rich. So, of course, I was in, and poor didn't mean you were poor. Poor could mean you had nothing, all the way to you were middle class. Like you had money and you were getting by. But because I was not in the filthy, stinking rich group, most of the people that I went to school with considered me broke. And I had my friends. It's just that the rich people hung out with the rich people, and the poor people hung out with the poor people, because the rich and the poor did not mix, because the rich people were, I'm sorry to say it, but most of you were assholes. Because, well, they don't have enough money to have 6 horses at one time. So, I don't want to be their friend. Kids are mean. That's basically it. And I had teachers that were just cruel. I had one teacher actually tell me I was stupid. I was 8 years old and she told me I was stupid. So, if I didn't have enough problems already with bullying with the stupid kids, when that teacher came along, it's like, yeah, done. I don't know. You see it now, all the kids committing suicide, and nobody's like, I could have done that. I wouldn't have thought about it back then, because we didn't see it on TV on a regular basis like they do now. When I was 8 years old, I could have killed myself. Because the teacher. Single-handedly because the teacher was a bitch. That's also part of the reason why when I have kids, I want to homeschool them. But, when I was 13, yeah, I had gained 10 pounds, but a lot of that was, I had grown a little bit, and while I was eating, I wasn't eating enough. So, yeah. And then when I was 14, like right before I started high school, I dropped back down to 70 pounds. Then I started high school. But like I was saying, I had a best friend all the way through elementary to middle school. Then when we started high school, we still talked and we still got along, but not the way we had, because I was in I wasn't in smart classes until later in high school, but I wasn't in the classes she was in. But all the classes I were in were with everybody that had bullied me through elementary and middle school. So now we're in high school. We're in an all new environment, and I'm with the people that I didn't get along with in the first place. So, I'm trying to work and talk, and that's complicated for me lately. Not good at multitasking lately. But beyond that, I was going through some personal stuff as well. And around the time I was 15, I had settled in a little bit more to high school. I had made some more friends. I started fitting into the more high school clique thing. Roxy, no. So, I'm fitting into that a little bit more. I have my little group of friends. And then, I started getting sick. I finally started finding where I fit in and what I wanted in my life, and the cat had to join me. So, when I started getting sick, a lot of that I didn't want to eat anyway, because I don't have much of an appetite with my anemia. I never really have. And it's gotten worse over the last few years, but when I was first getting sick, I didn't want to eat anything. But it wasn't because I didn't want to eat, it was because I could barely get out of bed. It's kind of hard to eat when you can't get out of bed. She'll eventually die down. There she is. So after that, I don't know, when I finally realized, okay, so when I first started getting sick, I did finally find ways that I could eat. I could eat certain times of the day, I could eat certain foods, and I'm telling you, at this point, I'm surviving off of macaroni and cheese and chocolate pudding. That's the only two things, and I could drink Coke and water. That was basically the only two things that I could eat that didn't make me sick, or that I even wanted to eat. And of course there were other things, but I hit my picky childhood eating phase at about 15 or 16. And it wasn't because I was picky, it was because I just couldn't eat anything because I didn't have an appetite. But then, by the time I graduated high school, I was up to 95 pounds. Then, my first 2 years of college, I managed to get up to 115 from just, I was the girl with my head in the book. I was not the partying type. So, I was surviving off what you survive off in college. Pizza and fast food. So, of course, I easily put on 20 pounds. So, by the time I was 19, almost 20, I weighed 115 pounds. Heaviest I ever was. And I look back at those pictures, and I'm not proud of it. And I was not fat by any means, but for somebody who's 5'0", I cannot figure out how tall I am. I went to the doctor one day and I was told I was 5'2". Went to the doctor like 3 months later, I was told I was 5 foot. I did not shrink 2 inches, so what the hell? How tall am I? I'm gonna go with 5'2", simply because my mom is 4'10", and I'm easy more than 2 inches taller than her. But that doesn't really matter. I started losing the weight. By May of 2014, I was back down to 90 pounds. So I ended up losing, of the 20 pounds that I wanted to lose, I lost 25. And at that point, I was back to not eating. And it wasn't because I thought I was fat, it was because I was afraid to gain the weight back. Because I knew the older I got, the harder it was going to be to get the weight off. And then, when I started doing Zumba in 2015, 2016, yeah. By the time 2015 rolled around, I was 95 pounds again. So I gained 5 pounds, and I was happy and I was healthy. And then in June of 2016, I started taking Zumba, and by September of 2016, I had gained 10 pounds. And I was 105 pounds, and it was muscle, and I was happy with myself, and I wasn't going to go try and lose anything else. And I wasn't trying to gain weight, and I wasn't trying to lose weight. I was just trying to stay healthy. Last year, I think it was, last October, I was 110 pounds. I managed to stay there, and now in the last 2 to 3 weeks, I have lost between 5 and 7 pounds. I'm trying to do it as healthy as I can, but I'm trying to gain a little bit of weight back because I just don't feel. I've looked back at how I've been feeling lately, and around the time that I started to lose weight is when I started to feel sicker than I normally do. And I don't know if that's because it's the time of year it is, because I get sicker this time of the year, or if it's actually for me losing the weight. Okay, so I'm just going to take you along with what I eat in the day. Like I said, I start my day with a Coke and a can on my computer desk. Okay, so this video is uploaded. I'm going to go through and check to see who's uploaded this morning, because that's just what I like to do. In most mornings I would check to see who's uploaded it and watch a few videos, but this morning I've got some stuff to get done. Okay, so this is what I've got to do today. I've done this, and if I can get around to it, I want to edit some videos, but this has got to get done today. At least one course. I'm trying to get one course done a day until I've got all my hours. And then, of course, my normal, I've got to clean my room and do laundry because it's Thursday. Okay, so I just wanted to pop back up on here and give an update. I'm currently working on one of my research, and I'm going to eat this for breakfast while I'm working on it. It's just an oats and honey Nature Valley bar. Honestly, it's 11:30, so I should have had breakfast earlier than this, but I'm just now finally feeling like eating, so I'm going to crack this in like 4 to 5 different pieces, which is what I do, and just pick it out of here and eat it like that. I don't know. I don't have any yogurt, or I'd put yogurt and strawberries with this. Tiffany Beeston is like a bad influence when it comes to food for me, because when I first saw her make that when she was pregnant, I made it, and I ate that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and dessert, for a whole week. That's what I had. But yeah, so I'm gonna have one of these. Like I said, I want berries and yogurt. I don't have berries and yogurt. I've got to go to the store tonight. So yeah. Okay, so as you can see behind me, my laundry is hung up to dry, so just gonna let it do that while I finish my course that I'm working on. And update, she actually had a piece of my granola bar. There she is. Yeah, Roxy had a piece of my granola bar. And she said it was good. And no, I do not like that she's sitting on the desk when I'm trying to work, but it's real life. And I can't keep her off the desk. Not even worth the fight. Me and Roxy are just sitting here. I finished the course I'm working on, but it had a 45-minute time requirement, and I finished in 40 minutes. So I'm reviewing and waiting for my time to pass so I can actually download the certificate. And she was sleeping on my arm, so she's a little ticked. I moved it. But I'm going to clean my room after I do this. I'm not going to bore you with that, since I have how many cleaning videos where I've cleaned my room, and I have a bedroom deep clean video as well. When that is done, I'm going to do that. Then I'll probably do lunch. I'll probably eat lunch. And since it's only a little after noon, it's like 5 after, I'm thinking I'm either going to do another course or, I'm sorry, my back has been killing me for since like Tuesday. So, yeah. If I don't do another course, I'm going to go through and work on my video schedule a little bit, because I need to figure out what can be put into a vlog, what needs to be scheduled, and I need to figure out videos for the new year. Other than that, I will check back in with you after I'm done cleaning my room. Okay, so I've managed to clean my room. I haven't been able to vacuum because Beast is sleeping in the bed, and Roxy is in my computer chair. So, I want to vacuum, but I think that's going to have to wait. So I think I'm going to go sit on the couch and try to figure out my YouTube schedule. I tried to foam roll too to help my back, and it helped a little bit, but it didn't help a lot. I don't know. I think I might try yoga tonight after I get home from Zumba, because a few weeks ago when I had this problem, I did yoga before I went to Zumba, and then I went to Zumba and my back started hurting worse than it was before. So the yoga helped it. The Zumba made it worse. I don't know. I'm thinking I might have to invest in a new mattress. Even though I just bought this mattress a year ago. So, who knows. But, yeah. And I kind of want lunch. I don't know, this is just a typical day of work for me. I try to do some housework while I'm working. I get some work done. One of the cats steals the computer chair or the desk. I go do some more housework or whatever I have to do. And then I try to, I don't know. I don't have to use the computer to do my schedule, so. Okay, so I did my YouTube schedule, I'm gonna clean that mess up, and I'm gonna find something for lunch. Okay, so I'm gonna make this for lunch, and just go from there. Okay, so there's my lunch, and I was feeding this piece of ham to the cat, but she ran off because this one chased her down the stairs. So I'm hoping she comes back up and you can see her, and I'm gonna eat this and watch David Tutera. Okay, so this is Stella, the kitty cat you never get to see. She knows there's food involved. Yeah? You're so pretty, aren't you? Want some ham? It's gonna end up behind the couch. Okay, so it's about 2. I'm getting smothered. And I'll leave you in charge of finding the venue. So yeah, I'm getting smothered and I'm watching David Tutera, and so I just tossed that. And I'm drinking my Gatorade. And if I can get up, I'm gonna go make myself a snack. I'm about that. So you know that to get up. So yeah, there's a better view of it.